your home, the place our heart should be. I can't believe that we should never ever want to be close to home, close to home.
I've been paper training him like you said, you know, moving the paper nearer the back door, a little bit further each day.
Was it working?
Ooh, yeah. Well, now and again he'd miss. His sense of direction isn't that good.
Was yours when you were 2 months old?
Probably not, no. Anyway, yesterday was the big day. I'd left an inch of paper sticking into the kitchen. I mean, this is the day he scratches on the back door to do it in the garden, right?
Well, that's the theory.
He sniffs at this inch of paper. He squats down. Oh, it's difficult. His face gets that tortured look. Then he scratches at the back door.
Well, go on.
I got the doggy chalk all ready. Then bam.
Bam?
The morning newspaper comes through the front door. He sees it, gallops down the hall, pops all over Andy Cap.
I shouldn't worry. I think Andy Cap's used to that sort of thing.
Well, he's a big dog. He almost got Garth as well.
Well, he's up to date with his injections, if not his toilet training.
So, I start again, right?
Right. There you are.
Right, come on. God, this is worse than having kids.
It's not. Believe me, it's not.
Leave it alone. I'm tasting. You're not tasting. You're wolfing. You're a mouth on legs. Tastes like dishwater. It is dishwater.
Oh, well, it needs more salt.
Go and set the table.
I already have.
With knives and forks?
Oh, you want detail?
Not those. Use the good stuff.
The silver. We're having royalty.
Look, someone who's important to me is coming for dinner. It's not overdoing it to give him a knife with a handle on it.
Who's coming?
Roger, set the table for 4.
Captain Fabulous? We're actually going to meet Captain Fabulous?
Make that 3. You're out.
Oh, come on.
Something smells good out there.
Oh, yes, Kate's got a boyfriend coming over for dinner.
Oh, is that the one with electric hair and technicolor dandruff?
He was last year's model. No, she seems quite serious about this one. Roger.
Oh, the fellow with the sailing boat.
She mentioned him to you?
Of course. Sometimes a slightly older woman can help out with a little personal advice.
What kind of advice?
I told her to stuff it with Cambersella cheese and wild rice.
I think I must have missed something here.
The chicken. It's what you're eating tonight.
Ah. Do you think she's serious about him?
She must be. Have you seen the price of chicken lately? $1.79 a pound.
Really?
And the farmers say they're losing money. Somewhere out there, there's a cockerel with a Swiss bank account.
Danny!
Yes?
You should be getting changed.
I'm coming.
Daddy, there's a couple of things I need to tell you about Roger.
Uh-huh.
Private things.
I'm going.
Well, you know he's at my college, right?
Right.
Right. But he's not a student, he's a teacher. And he's a little older than me.
Oh, so lots of teachers aren't much older than their students. What is he, 22, 23?
Up a bit.
Oh, 26?
30.
30?
3.
3?
And a few months.
Well, how many months?
24.
He's 35. Kate, he's far too old for you. Look, we'll continue this in the house.
I wasn't listening.
I didn't say you were.
Good. 35.
Kate, he's practically old enough to be your father.
So are you.
Well, I am your father.
Exactly. And we get along fine. So far.
What is this Roger teaching you exactly?
Everything.
That's what I was afraid of. Come and sit down. Now, look, Kate. Isn't he a little old for you at 35?
35?
You stay out of this.
Captain Fabulous is a crumbly?
I'm warning you.
Be quiet, Robbie. What exactly is the attraction?
Well, he knows about wine and food and classical music. He sells his own boat. He's published 3 books on sociology. He plays the piano and...
Wow, we ought to take a group photograph of him.
And what does he see in you?
I'm nearly 18
That'll do it.
and I'm old enough to go out with who I want. Look, should I cancel this dinner?
No, Kate. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Good. So get changed. And you.
Oh, boy.
How'd I handle it?
Like a father.
Bad as that, huh?
You'll know Bill Cosby?
Well, I thought you did very well. You had a kind of steely wimpiness.
Go home, Rose.
I'd have liked a bit more Superman and a little less Clark Kent, but...
Go home. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, Rose. Thanks for dressing up.
Who are you phoning?
Wimps Anonymous. Go and get changed. Hello, room 503, please.
Hello?
Hello, it's me.
James, wonderful. I found the perfect flat. It has everything.
Woodworm, dry rot, death watch, beetle.
2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 fireplaces.
Too expensive, too high up.
Frankie loves it too.
That's nice, but...
And it's not far from you, so I'll be able to pop in and see the children all the time.
that's good, Helen. Look, I've got a little problem with a 35-year-old boyfriend.
Oh, my goodness.
Exactly.
When did you find out you were gay?
Not me, Kate.
Kate? My Kate? But she's only 15.
17.
17? Really? When did that happen?
Oh, mainly over the last 2 years. The problem is he's far too old for her.
Of course he is.
I think he's dazzled her with his sophistication, the books he's written, and there's his boat.
Boat? He has a boat?
Yes, you see, Kate's very vulnerable to her.
How old is his boat?
Well, I don't know.
And these books, are they bestsellers? I mean, 35 isn't that old. I've been 35 for years.
Helen?
I think I'd better meet this man.
Well, he's coming over for dinner this evening. Look, can you join us afterwards? We'll talk some sense into Kate.
Yes.
Jolly good. I'll see you then. Bye.
That was delicious, Kate. Nouvelle cuisine, at its best. Maybe it needed a dash more nutmeg in the carrot puree. Wouldn't you agree, sir?
No, it was perfect.
And would you have chosen this rather dry wine to go with the chicken?
I did. It was perfect.
Fine. Well, Robbie, how are things with you at school?
They're perfect.
Daddy!
Okay, Kate. Stay lucid. I know where you're coming from, sir. That's good.
It's perfect. Now stop calling me sir.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dad, just give him the lecture and let's get it over with. Tell him you think he's too old for me and I'm wasting my youth. I should be with people my own age. Tell him you think it won't last and I'll finish up with a broken heart and you don't want that for your only daughter because you're only thinking of her interests. Go on, tell him.
I will. Well, that's it, really.
Yes, well, I hear what you're saying, James. Jim. Jimmy.
Let's go back to sir.
How about Arsenal on Saturday? Did you see that second goal? Fantastic. Forget it.
Look, we'll rap about it when your vibes are centered, okay?
Well, what? When my what a what?
You have a lot of anger there, sir. Flow with it.
This is like juggling with soot.
Look, let me be up front. Kate and I, well, we've got a lot of energy going. We're in touch with our feelings. Okay, so there's an age gap.
There's an age gap like the Grand Canyon.
You can handle it, Daddy. It's not new. Look at Napoleon and Josephine.
Yeah, that's right. And Hitler and Eva Braun.
Oh, yes.
And Caligula and his horse. I'm being helpful.
Thank you. You can stop now.
Oh, that'll be your mother.
Mum!
Oh, to put it another way, the cavalry.
That's really good. She's probably got Frank with her.
Frank?
Her new husband.
Dad thinks he's connected, you know, with the mafia.
Mafia? You have an interesting family.
James.
Helen? Frank?
Jamie. I think we're close to doing a deal on the flat.
Oh, that's nice, Frank.
Yeah, I made him an offer he couldn't... Hey, you know the phrase.
Yes, Frank. Well, he's still here and he's still 35.
Leave it to me. I'll have a little talk with him.
Poor boy. You could shave with Helen's tongue.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Mum. This is Roger. Roger, this is goodbye.
Hello, Roger. Do you have any intention of marrying my daughter?
Mom, I don't believe this.
Hang loose. Kate and I believe that, well, so long as people are honest with each other, the reason for marriage is gone.
And when people realise that, marriage will go too.
Kate, if marriage goes, it deprives women of one of their biggest thrills.
What's that?
Getting a divorce.
That is the most sociologically insightful remark I've heard in years. Can I use it in my next book?
What?
Yes, I could build a whole chapter around it, with a suitable credit, of course.
Oh, D'Angelo. Helen D'Angelo. Oh, capital D, capital A. Actually, I write a little myself.
I knew it.
Poetry mostly.
Published?
Oh, just a few small magazines. Nothing special. As a matter of fact, I've brought some with me.
Helen?
Not now, James. I don't know if your publisher would be interested.
Well, we can certainly ask you.
Really?
I think the cavalry just surrendered.
It's been a pleasure meeting you, Helen.
No, the pleasure's been all mine, Roger.
I'll walk you to your car.
I especially like the one about the kitten and the ball of wool.
I put it on top of it.
Tangled and bangled, her claws in the air. Tangled, bejangled, with nary a care.
Poetry.
Thank you, Roger. Ciao.
Well,
I did my best.
that was your best?
Look, James, I agree with you. He may be a bit too old for her.
Maybe. His hair's greyer than mine.
Yes, he is prematurely graying. Personally, I like that in a man.
How do you feel about prematurely broken legs?
Look, I have to be honest. I thought he was charming.
Wonderful. I send for the cavalry. What happens? Crazy Horse turns up.
And I think he wears a wig, a toupee.
You're just jealous.
And those teeth, they gotta be capped. I seen packets of chewing gum don't look that good.
That was so embarrassing. Poor Roger. That long speech about wasting my youth and being with people my own age and it won't last.
I said that?
Somebody did. Well, we're not going to let it spoil our weekend.
What weekend?
Roger and I are going sailing on his boat.
Overnight?
Over 2 nights.
Now, wait a second, Kate. I don't like the sound of this.
It makes no difference. I'm going. Good night.
Kate!
I hope you're satisfied.
What happened, Frank? When did my little chickadee turn into Attila the hen?
I'm gonna talk to you like a father, Jamie. Go to your room.
What?
No, just kidding. So, how big is this sailing boat?
I don't know. It's small. 18 feet, something like that. That's 9 foot each. That's 4.5 feet a night. They're going to be pretty close together.
Yeah. Out there underneath the stars and the moonlight. Maybe a little wine. And he's going to slip her arm around his waist and say things into her ear.
I don't need you to draw me a picture, Frank.
Jamie, this guy has got to be stopped.
Oh, great. You got any ideas?
You asking?
I'm asking.
You got it, Pisano. Leave it to me. We're all family, right?
I suppose so.
Say no more. A nod is as good as a wink to an olive with no pit.
It is?
I'm going sailing for the weekend. That's all. No big deal.
Well, I don't trust him. For all I know, he could be a white slaver.
He's a sociology teacher.
You could end up in Tangiers, the plaything of some toothless Arab.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Do you know what they pay for a white woman in Istanbul? Thousands.
Dad, don't you think you're exaggerating just a little?
I'm including VAT.
I thought you were being picked up at 8. I was. Roger's late. I think I'd better phone him.
He's probably haggling with some toothless Arab.
Or he may have met with an accident.
What? What sort of an accident?
Who knows? I mean, you practically put out the contract on him with Frank.
A contract? Don't be ridiculous. You're not seriously suggesting that Frank would... Well, just because he wears sunglasses and imports olive oil, that doesn't mean he's... No, it's ridiculous. No. Why'd you put that idea into my head?
I'm sorry, it's just the phrase he used. We're all family.
He did say that, didn't he?
Even so, you're right. Frank wouldn't just go out and... Would he?
No, of course he wouldn't. I mean, Frank may be a lot of things, but he's not mad. He married Helen. That's not the act of a totally sane person.
I phoned the flat. No answer.
No answer? Well, maybe he's...
I hope he hasn't had an accident.
Of course he hasn't. Good grief, the man's a few seconds late and we're dragging the river for him.
It's over an hour. And he's always so punctual. You think I should phone the police?
No. Just sit down.
You ready? It's getting hairy out there and furry and feathery.
Yeah, I'm coming. Relax, Kate. He'll turn up.
What did you mean, dragging the river?
Nothing. It's just a phrase. Come tell me if he turns up.
If?
When? When he turns up.
Right. First of all, you've got Mrs. Hackett's cat.
Yes, in a minute, Rose.
Listen, I know you're worried about this sailing weekend, but don't be.
Oh, come on, Rose, I can't help it.
No, listen to me. The weekend I spent on Onassis' yacht. The Greek millionaire, him. With Jackie, Maria, Adnan, Christina and a couple of...
Wait a minute. You spent the weekend on Aristotle Onassis' yacht?
Oh, yes. Haven't I mentioned it?
I would have remembered.
Anyway, there was me, Harry, and a couple of Italian princes, nothing fancy.
Italian princes?
Oh, mamma mia. Crazy people. Mucho rich. We spent the whole weekend playing Monopoly, and that's all.
Well, it sounds boring, Rose.
Boring? With real money and property? I mean, for 2 minutes, I actually owned Trafalgar Square. Who are you phoning?
Never mind. Look, can you hold down the fort for a moment? Hello, room 503, please.
Pronto?
Frank, it's me. Look, I've got to ask you.
Hi, Jamie. Hey, good news. The contract is done. It's all completed. The guy was a pushover. No problem.
Oh, no.
He dropped the price 5,000 and then we... Jamie? Jamie?
Did you tell him we got the flat?
Well, I started to, but we were cut off.
This is terrible. What have I done?
Stopped.
Yeah, in a minute, Rose, in a minute.
He's still not here.
Kate, there's something I should mention. Don't answer that. It may be the police.
The police?
Say nothing. I'll take the blame. You didn't know a thing. Kate. Roger! Come on. Roger, you're alive. Well, it's good to see you. It's really good to see you. Well, sit down. How are you feeling? Are you all right? I mean, no holes that shouldn't be there?
Well, I'm fine. Look, I'm sorry I'm so late.
What happened?
Well, I had a big problem with my hair.
Your hair?
Yes, it, caught on fire.
What?
I have to tell you, Roger, that of all the excuses I thought you might come up with, that one wasn't in the top 100. Your hair...
Caught on fire.
Were you hurt?
No, I wasn't even in the room at the time.
Oh, my God. You wear a hairpiece?
Well, yes, I have a, did I ever tell you about it?
No, Roger, you didn't.
It caught on fire.
Yes. You see, I was in the kitchen styling it on the model head. You have to brush it every morning so that well, anyway, I left it there and went to have a bath, and when I came back, it was in the toaster. Burning.
It was burning in the toaster?
Yeah. It must have blown off. The window was open.
Hasn't he turned up yet? Hi, I've been thinking about what... You've been scalped.
Yeah, that's enough, Robbie. Look, we'll leave you to it. Come on.
Look, it's a family thing. My father was bald.
I understand, Roger. Hang loose. We'll rap about it when your vibes are centered, okay?
Well, I have a fitting for a new one this afternoon, so perhaps we ought to cancel the sailing.
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, half the fun of going sailing is the wind blowing in your hair. Oh, Roger, why didn't you tell me? I thought we were honest with each other.
It was vanity, I suppose. Does it make a difference to us?
No. Well, no. Not really.
Want to bet? Anyway, she hasn't seen it for 10 days. I think it's over.
Good. His publisher sent my poetry back.
Oh, dear.
Juvenile and incompetent.
Oh, it's not that bad, Helen.
Not my poetry, the publisher.
Well, Frank, I think I owe you an apology.
Me? What for?
Well, I thought... Well, we talked about the problem of Roger, and I thought I sort of got the impression that you had the impression that I wanted you to... And when you said the contract was done, I thought you meant... Oh, it's too ridiculous to even tell you.
You've been watching too many gangster films, Jamie.
I know, it's silly, isn't it? Still, no harm's done.
No. I did burn my finger, though. When I stuffed his hair into the toaster.
You're kidding me, Frank.
Of course I am. Cheers.
Cheers.
Close to home, the place our heart should be. I can't believe that we should never ever want to be. Close to home is where I need to be, where all the troubles of the day can keep me company. Close to